So hi everyone. So we are going to see demo for wayRAG, and just to give you a brief about wayRAG, wayRAG is basically enterprise level internal chatbot. So in the background, you can provide all the documents, all the database, and even the structured data, your PDFs, policy, everything you can fit to it, and it can answer the questions based on them. That's a typically how chatbot works. But here, what's special about wayRAG is that it takes care of the extra governance layer that is built in. So it takes care of the access control, it takes care of the authority of the document, and many other things. So let me just show you how it works. So I'm on wayRAG.supermon.in, and there you can see a demo button. If I click on this, you would see an application opening up, and this is a login page for wayRAG. And for the demo, we have created a synthetic organization where there would be some employees from the HR, some employee from the finance, and some from the IT. And each employee would have something to share with their own department, maybe multiple departments also, and their department can query the document relevant to them, and so on, right? So let's start with the demo with a demo guide that is provided. So let me just share with you what's the organization is like. So you can see there are 7 employees, and some of them is finance, some of them is HR, and so on. Then a role says user or admin. So admin would have access to most of the document, also the user management, and so on. And can upload flag is basically whether you can upload any new document or not. And then some of the employees may be junior level, you don't want to give them the access to upload a new document or change the document content and so on. But then senior employees within the department can change the document or upload a new document. Yeah. uh, and then I'll show you how I can try all of the functionalities here. So let's first log in with the employee 01, and I can go the password for all the employees for now set to PSWD. Is just for demo. And then when you log in, you would see a company name, your company name here, and then the wayRAG title here. And this is basically chat window, and you can have a separate window which is a document related. So here you can see this is a finance user, and it belongs to finance department, and it has zero access, like no access document to himself, right? No active document they have. But if you see, there are like deprecated documents. One of the documents called financial management is deprecated. And why it's not active and it's deprecated is because it was only valid till the February 2nd. So now, if as a user I can update the metadata and say if I change the metadata to and make the valid till next year, then this document should automatically get activated for me. So now if I go to active documents, I can see that this is available. And then if I ask any a specific question related to the financial management, I should be able to get the answer from it. So for example, if I try, let's say, what's the role of financial manager in an organization, this is a standard question that is the answer of which is available in the document. It should internally first check the claims, whether I'm asking a question, whether I'm just chatting hi hello, or whether I'm making some claims which should be verified, and so on. So internally it decides what to do. When it determines that you are asking a question for which it should do the information search within the document, it goes to only available documents which user has access to and finds the answer from it. And you can see you have all the citations also available. And most citations, because it has only, this user has only access to one of the document, which is financial management, all the citations are from that document. But you can see the page numbers also right here. Now, let's say hypothetically I change the metadata again and make the valid to some date in the past, for example, 2nd February 26. If I save that metadata, immediately this document will go in the deprecated zone. And if I now ask the question, the same question, if I ask again, it should not be able to find the answer, because now it doesn't have access to this document that earlier it had access to. Yes. So we kind of see this is happening. Now we can change the metadata to say allow other departments access. For example, here only allowed group is finance, but you can say HR and so on. And you can basically change the authority of the document. You can basically the idea is you can also add some extra metadata also. So for example, if some firm requires that we want to also track something else, maybe an area or a subject or something else, then we can also do. Even geographical location also can be tracked as a metadata and basically made access to. So maybe a user in the user in India can only access document which are applicable to India location and so on. Like user in US also can access to several documents and so on. Yeah. So that's the idea. Now if you log out and let's go to user 4, which is admin. So he sees one extra panel. Sorry, this is IT user, and user 3 is admin. Let's quickly check. Admin is user 3, yes. So user 3 is admin, and if I log in with user number 3, you see an admin panel. There you can see user management. Basically you can see all the users who has access right, who are active and so on. You can add user, edit user, and so on, right? So this is user management is accessible. Then he also can have access to all the conversations. So for example, if he want to assess what someone is chat, like having conversation is someone is misusing this or something like that, they can have access to the conversation. And then it can also have access to the system logs, basically what orchestrator in the system decided, what the system is doing over the time, and so on. So this is also possible through admin. Admin here you can see has access to all three groups, which is finance, HR, and IT, but this is configurable. You can change this also. And now lastly, I will open one of the users which has no access to upload. uh, so for them, the view is something simple. When you see the documents, it clearly says you have view only access to documents. So he cannot upload, uh, but he can query the document. So for example, this is an HR viewer, and then one of the documents he has access to is the HR management. He can ask the questions about HR management to the chat, and then he can get the answers from that particular document. But he doesn't have right to change the metadata or anything for that particular document. Yes, you don't see those buttons here. Yes. So yes, that is it. So the overall point is that you can have a full governance over who should have access to the document, who should be able to change, who should access to what kind of documents, and till what time period this should be accessible, and so on. So all this is possible through Vera. Thank you.